Hi everyone, just for fun, back out at the field again, doing a little bit more side-by-side speed comparison between a couple of my planes. Unfortunately, just on 3S today, I've been too lazy to fix the elevon speed flutter on my Su-30 version 4. But anyway, we'll have some fun. So first up, my highly modified RC Powers F-18 version 3. So in my last side-by-side, I did this airplane alongside my RC Powers F-35 version 5, and I think the general consensus was this was definitely faster. Shorter wingspan. So this will be kind of fun because the the Su-30 version 4 has the exact same wingspan, 25.5 inch. Give her a good crank. And I've also had some input again from James Walker that's kind of planted a seed in my head that, maybe when I get serious again about the 100-mile-an-hour project, is maybe, the plane I'm going to build is going to be customized just for that purpose. So maybe, clipping even more off of the wings. So I think the Su-30, although we'll see today, the Su-30 version 4, again, although I've highly modified mine, is one of the fastest airframes, park jet airframes that I've ever flown. Now this F-18 is built with model plane foam, so it's a little bit thicker leading edge to the wing. About 15 millimeters thick as compared to about 13.5 on the on the Su-30. But that's what the heck, it's supposed to be fun, so that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, baby. So both these planes have identical power setups, which I'll have the description linked to down below. Got to do a little victory roll after that close pass. Okay, cranker here on a battle brake. Just putting them in the car this morning, I did notice that I think the Su-30 is maybe about an ounce heavier because I've reinforced it so much. It's got 560 plus flights on it, so it is getting a little chubby with extra glue. So anyway, there we go. There's the F-18 version 3. So just gonna get the Su-30 V4 ready to go, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, folks, back with this faithful old gal, the RC Power, highly modified RC Powers Su-30 version 4. You can probably see there, unfortunately I'm dragging around quite a bit of left trim. Over time I think I've somehow warped this airframe, but anyway, no excuses. Let's just see how we make out here. So as I fly this, I can actually hear, that there's more air, turbulent air coming off of the plane, but it's still pretty fast. I don't know. Hard to tell the edge. I'm not sure. They're actually pretty equal. Again, I don't have any gear to validate that, but not sure what was happening there. Getting a little bobbling. But my Mark 1 eyeballs are telling me they're pretty darn close. Maybe the F-18 tiny bit quicker right now, but so this is not doing too bad, being about an ounce heavier than the F-18. And dragging, you know, dragging that trim around. Luckily, the F-18 trimmed out really well for me. I have very little trim in the F-18 to get it to fly true, but this is still a pretty darn fast airframe. I've just had so much fun with this plane, you know. I've never had a plane with this many flights on it. I should probably go over probably 500 and I'm over 560 flights on it now. Used it quite a bit as a test bed. Okay, there we go. There's our alarm. Okay, folks, so there was the RC Powers Su-30 version 4. So I'll do a little bit of a bench comparison between the two airframes. I'll be right back with you. Hi everyone, so I got the two speedsters here on the table. I actually just because it seemed to be so close, I flew a couple more flights with both planes after I shot the video, and surprisingly enough, I actually think I may still need to give the nod to the F-18 over here on this particular day. Just comparing these two airframes, I think that this one is the F-18 is slightly faster. Now I did have pardon me, the version of the Su-30 that I built before this one was pretty darn fast. I did make some mistakes when I built this one by not painting it, because it's you know, the bare foam is a lot rougher than it would be if it's painted. Again, this has 10 times more flights than this one. When I shut it off, you can see I'm still carrying quite a bit of wicked left trim there, because somehow along the way the airframe got warped. So in my sort of build plan, hopefully before the end of the year, I'm going to build a replacement for this plane, which will be fully painted. It'll have exactly the same setup, and then maybe you know, touch wood, this F-18 will still be around, and we'll be able to do another comparison. But yeah, so one of the things, as I mentioned, James Walker was mentioning, maybe to experiment with is you know, to clip a little bit off the wings, you know, to shorten that wing. I mean, both these have a 25.5-inch wingspan. The Hornet has, you know, with the bigger lurks, has sort of bigger shoulders, if you want, than the Su-30. Now, of course, I modified this one. I don't have the canards on it. You can see more distinctly in these two compared to the F-18 and the F-35. Definitely a much more aggressive sweep to the wing there. You know, both of these I would build. It would just be you know, one use only, get going as fast as possible. On the Hornet, if I did decide to go with the Hornet, I would probably clip this dog tooth part off here, because I'm sure that this is causing a little bit of drag. Today's flying, as I mentioned while I was flying, I could actually hear this going through the air. Like, it was, you could tell that there was a lot more turbulent air around this plane, maybe because of that trim, I don't know. So that, obviously, more turbulence is creating more drag. But anyway, it's an interesting comparison. Also, what I'm going to do, RC Plane Pirate mentioned and gave me a link to a GPS speed thing to use for RC use in RC cars or planes. I'll have that link down below. I'll also have a link to RC Plane Pirate's YouTube channel. He's got some awesome motor prop testing videos there. So what I'm going to do is, it's a little bit bigger, or quite a bit bigger than the Voltron thing I was using, but hopefully more reliable. So I'm going to build, the dimensions are listed on the Banggood site, so I'm going to build a little foam box in the same dimensions, and see if I can actually fit it in one of these planes with the battery and stuff, because that may require, you know, something in the planning of the build so that I can fit that in there. internally, because I don't want it sitting outside the plane causing drag. But anyway, got my brain spooling again here eventually to get back to this 100-mile-an-hour project. So thanks very much to James and to RC Plane Pirate, and all to other folks who have given me input on the RC Powers forum. Lots to consider and plan out for the build. So please, as always, check out the comments down below for the video description for more info. Thanks as always for watching and for your kind support to my channel. Blue skies, calm winds to everyone. Park jet noise, the other sound of freedom, baby. Take care.